Sal's Crafts. Welcome back if you've been before. Hi, if this is your first time, welcome. This is my floss tube for the week, which is things stitchy or yarn or anything like that. I'll bring to you, show you what I've done, what I intend to do, all sorts. And also I will have a flip through for anybody that's interested in it at the end for the number 1 for Design Cross Stitcher magazine June issue. So you can decide whether you want to buy it. Excuse me, I haven't coughed all morning. And the minute I press play, yeah, always the same. I've got a little bit of my tea left. I've got my candle lit for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts, positivity. Know that I have my candle lit as usual for everybody that might need it. So how's everybody's week going? I have been a bit, what's it called? Lapsy-daisy with my crafts this week. Things have been, yeah, a little bit chaotic and hectic at home, so we've managed to do a bit. So as I say, any stitches is better than no stitches. Hang on, let me move that chair a minute because I keep knocking it. Right, let's have a look. So we'll start off with my peppermint purple sal that I've done. So I do these on a Thursday night, and I am absolutely... I was a bit iffy about doing it last night because I felt so rough. And I did have a little frog in the beginning because I was getting stressed about doing it. I thought, oh, I didn't want to feel like doing it. I thought I should do it because I got Flosstube today. So I just walked away for 10 minutes, come back. I thought, right, give it a go. And if I stress, I'm leaving it. But just go with the flow. And once I said that, I absolutely loved this one. Once I got it in my head how I was going to do it, I loved it, and I could have carried on doing this pattern. I wish this pattern was in there as I really like doing that one. But yeah, but isn't it looking really good? I'm so loving this. So this one is the Peppermint Purple Sal 2020. This is last year's. So I'm doing last year's and this year side by side. So I just don't know which square, you know, is the right number. So I'm just going back and forth and doing it as and if it comes up. So that's that one. So I'll put it over there. And then I did 2021 last night. So if you don't know, Peppermint Purple Sales are on Facebook. They've got their own website, peppermintpurple.com. And I put the link down below if I remember. I try to anyway. And it's free. It's black work. It's free. Who doesn't like free patterns? And they take about an hour to less than an hour to do, depending. Like that one would have took me over an hour. That one took me less than an hour. So it depends what the pattern's like. But this one I loved as well. I did all the ziggy zags and then the little square boxes, and then I filled in all the lines after. I was going to do all the lines first, and I thought no, I'll do all the ziggy zaggies first. And this is looking splendid, isn't it? How nice is this? This is going to look amazing, and I have put a border around this one, so I can either put some actually black work, some border on if I want to, or I can just frame it, or what, or I might turn it into a little book thing, you know, to put your needles and stuff in. So that's the whole, I'll show you the whole length in case it is your first time. So that's the full length of it. You see it? So it's not, there's a box each for each week, and that was the needle minder we had last year, but I've noticed she's brought a new one out, so I might have to get that. So then I'll have one on each. So I can put that one on that one, and then I'll put the new one on this one. So yeah, aren't the colours lovely? So I've got that one, and we've got that one. So I'm loving them, so I better put them in the right bags. That's usually my usual trick, is to mix them up. But yeah, and I know I've got my needle up there, but it's in up and out the way. It's not actually on where I'm working, so it should be fine. Shouldn't discolour it or anything. So that's them two. Let me put them in my steel bag out the way. Then I've been done a little bit of this one. I took this outside with me the other day and had a little go get my words out, because I was up there starting, because that's what it should look like when it's finished. Joy Sunday cross stitch, pre-printed fabric and dispensable chart reading. And this was off Everyday E-Deals. Only a few quid. But look. So I started up there, but now I've decided that, I don't know if you can see it, look. There and there. I think it was about 70 odd stitches on that one. And that's 70 odd stitches than I did before. So I decided to do a bit on the mermaid. So I've done that bit up there and then doing some of that. And that's what I like about this. I can just go wherever. I can just, and I don't need another chart or count or whatever. So it's perfect for the garden because it's stiff as well. It's easy to work on. And you have to soak it after in some warm water, and then all this print will come off. And then you can iron it from the back. Don't iron it on the top because it might affect your fibres, but iron it on the back. And it's supposed to come a little bit softer then. But we'll see. We shall see. I can't get it back in. Come on. Thank you. So yes, I'm really enjoying that one to do outside. And then this one is my, where's the chart for this one? I've got a chart with a picture on it. Is this one. My mermaid for my anything mermaid along. If anybody wants to join, I will try and put the eye up above. We had to cross stitch, colour, diamond paint, polymer clay, crochet, knitting, anything to do with the mermaid. And a lot of us chose this one because we were enabled by certain people in one of my lives. So I think I've done 150 more stitches on it. I've worked, and I had to frog some of it because I forgot to move over one, so everything was in the wrong place. So I had to frog all this out and redo it. But it's looking okay, isn't it? So as you can see, I'm working up in that bit there. And Charlene showed us last week, a few of us, how to do these beads and things, or French knots or beads, whichever you decide to use. And this, my friends, look at my lovely grime guard. I bet you're all jealous, aren't you? Are you jealous? Look. Don't look at my tucking in, because, yeah, we didn't tuck it in neat and tidy. I did the first time, and then I got the button upside down at the bottom, so I had to take it off, and then I couldn't be bothered, so I just shoved it in there because I'm working on there. But look, little button, handmade for you with love. And this is off Danielle. Hang on, somebody's at the door. The postman. Yeah, so she very, very kindly sent me this, and she made me, look at this, you're going to be dead jealous. And it's Danielle Bordeaux. Is that how you say it? Danielle knows I butcher her surname on Facebook. And she's making some charms, and not charms, key fobs, and selling them. But look at the blue, look at the crackle on that. Isn't it gorgeous, and roses? And these, if you don't know what a scissor fobs is, this is my attempt at making a scissor fob, yeah. With my angel. I didn't have nothing to attach it to the scissors, but you attach it so that you can put it and you'll find it easy with an attachment on it. So you can either hook it on with that, or you can use that on your keys or wherever you want to put it. Isn't it beautiful? And then I wanted to buy one of these, but she wouldn't let me because she's naughty. So she sent me that, but she knew that I was looking for another 8x11 grime guard. And bless her, she went and made me one. Oh, I was so excited. So excited. How kind is that? because that's not the usual sign. There's plenty of room to tuck in because she knew I wanted it for this, and it is beautiful. Absolutely, I'm so made up because Millie Nick's the only one I had. So I am going to have a good old nose at this grime garden, see if I can make them myself as well, but I haven't had a go yet. And I know Danielle, what Mummy's saying, but she's got a machine very similar to my mum's Winky Wonky machine, and I know it does what it wants when it wants as well. So that's why I'm so chuffed that she persevered and made me this beautiful grime garden. So thank you, Danielle, yet again. She's such a good friend. So that goes in there. And if anybody doesn't know, yes, that is one of my homemade bags. Right, let's put all that bits in, be good. So that's all that I managed to do on cross stitching. And the only other thing that I've been working on this week, I don't know if you remember me telling you, but I'm making, you can see my new crochet hook. I'm making these granny squares because of friends, school friends, daughters and son are both expecting. So a group of us school friends have Zoom on a Friday, and instead of everybody making the individual blanket because you'd have too many, we're all crocheting. I haven't tucked in my ends yet. Granny squares, and then I'm not sewing them together, but my friend Linda, she's the crocheting whiz, she's going to put them all together, so she will sew them all like that and make blankets. Now that was, you could tell she's saying, look, all hers lovely, beautifully crocheted, all level, and then that's mine, using exactly the same crochet hook, but mine's slightly bigger because my tension isn't quite as neat as hers. Mine's a bit looser. But yeah, so that's the other things. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 7th. So I'm going to keep going until she leaves them and see how many we can do of that. And that's something I can do just in hand. Right, haul. One thing. This is from Rosie Posy Crafts on YouTube, and I think she's Rosie Posy Crafts on Facebook as well. It's Annie Chambers. Look at the thank you card. Nobody gets one of these off me because I can't make them, but she made that, and she says thank you so much for purchasing some more to my channel. Isn't it beautiful? So we had a little thank you card, but she makes these. I've not got it out, so I wanted to do it with you lot. So I just turning away to see in the light to see if I can. That's it. So she's been doing the acrylic stuff, and she's made some cover minders. Well, I love teal, so I said, so as long as it's a teal one, and I wanted, there was a butterfly and a dragonfly, teal and purple. I said either one. Isn't that stunning? So that could be a needle minder. You got your, see, so that could be a needle minder, which is going to be for me, which is going to go, which one are we going to put it on? I think, I'm not sure, I'll have to find one after. That's going to go on my, one of my cross stitch. So isn't that beautiful? So if you wanted it, it was only a few quid, as I say, and she's put it in a lovely little bag, bless her. So I'm chuffed to bits for that. So thank you, Annie. So I wanted to open that on the channel. And then I've been busy making, so I'll have a show you. This one I've got to finish this afternoon. Is one of my small ones. So I've got to just finish sewing it up. But it's bar lambs, look. So you've got bits of thread everywhere. Bar lambs. Bar lambs this way, that way, that way, that way. Yeah, and a lovely daisy. See, in the zip. Yeah. So I've got to finish doing that one. And then I've made a yarn bag. Or whatever you want to put in it. But yeah, it's a bit tall though. I'm trying to work out how to go wider, narrower there and wider there. But somehow I've ended up with height. But it's like, how big's the base? It's all experimenting, isn't it? I've not done it all before, so just experimenting. All bloody fingers and thumbs. Just experimenting, making different sizes. So that's about 3.5 base on it. But yeah, so it's got enough structures, interfacing. I didn't use fleece on this one, I used interfacing, but on all 4 pieces. So the 2 linings have got interfacing, the 2 outside, so it does stay up all right. And I'll show you, but it does, which I think is great. Hang on. Let me get my one. This is my one. I wanted a big one because this one fits all my yarn in. But look, that's a skein. But see, you can easily fit. Well, that's 2, and you could fit 3 skeins in there. So you can imagine you could get a nice project in there, depending. So I did that one, and that's got the daisy lining in as well, the same as the project bag. The vinyl project bag. That's where I keep all my wool. So I've done that one. Sorry about that. Then I've done this one, which is just a material one. It's got no interfacing in it, and I haven't cleared the threads off them yet. And that's got a plain lining, and you can put whatever you want in there: cross stitching, knitting, sewing, quilting. But these ones I like because you can just roll them up or fold them up and put them wherever you want. So I've got that one with a nice white zip. Oh God, I'm knocking you flying, aren't I? And then these ones are in the shop already. I've got that one with the peacock. That with the peacock and the green, because I took the green out of the eye there. Can you see how it goes into that colour? And use that. And then I got a little sheepy do. Fine. And now these bags, my friend is taking to, who's a nurse, and when she saw these, she grabbed it because she's going to use hers to put all her, when she's got to change in work, somewhere to put like the scissors, her fob, her identification. She has to have tape stuff and all sorts of little watch thing. She said I can put it in that, put that in my bag and know that I've got everything without keeping on doing it. So she was dead chuffed. So I made her one like that last night. And then I did a bigger version of that one. That's the one Jessie chose. Yeah, that's the one. The one Millie chose had a grey lining, but I did cut the zip off. I forgot to pull the zip off, so I cut it off. So I have to make a new vinyl bit. This is the one Jessie chose to make up. She chose that material, which I think is absolutely stunning. Gorgeous flowers on it. And then she chose the brown to go with the brown in here. If you see there, you can see the little bit of the light going in there. Then that darker one there is in there. She said, oh mum, it all blends, and then the darker is up there. I thought, oh yeah. So I did them. So them ones are in the shop. The other sheep aren't. And then I come up with an idea that I'm going to do the little cloth bags like this. So it'll be, you know, with lining and everything. Because not only is it, you can put your notions in it, but I'm using one in my bag to keep, you know, your personal bits and pieces in. So you can just chuck it in your bag from bag to bag. Nobody knows what's in it. And I keep mine and the girls' bits and pieces in one of those. And they want one to keep in their school bag, which I thought was quite a neat little idea. So yeah, that's what I'm going to, and I got a lamb one to make up. So I've been doing that. So that's keeping me busy. So let me know what you think of them. So then all that's left to show you, and that only took that's probably the quickest Flosstube. Right, going to be a bit of crackling now. I'm going to have a look at the old magazine. Get it out of the bag. That's it. I couldn't get the World of Cross Stitching anywhere in town again. I don't know what the heck's going on. I got one last month, so I couldn't get the one the month before. And now I can't get this one. And don't look at my nails. Can you see my different colours on my fingers? That's got a bit of a pinky tinge to it because I was cutting up red cabbage and it's dyed my nails where they've split and dyed my hands a little bit. But look at this. Back to this, sorry. This is your freebie, a Hello Honey luxury card kit. So you've got this. It's got the white paper fabric, the trifold printed card, envelope, stranded cotton needle, easy stitch chart is inside your cross stitchery thing. That's the only thing I'm downfall about these in this magazine. They're beautiful, but in the World of Cross Stitch you get the chart inside your free gift. In this one it's inside here, which is a pain in the butsy. If you want to take this anywhere, you've got to take this or cut it out, but you know, hey ho. So let's see if I can bring you in a bit nearer. There you go. I'll have a slurp of the old tea. So I'll bring it up close so you can see. Now that looks nice. That's like a sampler. Summer memories forever. Fill the heart with sunshine. Then we've got a cushion. Oh, look. Some foxes and some rabbits. They're cute. I like them a lot. Charming China notebook cover. Make waves with our ship in a bottle. Pour some projects to stitch and send. And all aboard Noah's Ark. Let's have a look. So inside we've got the chart for your B card. Oh, sorry, B card. Then you got your welcome pages. And then you got your contents page where it tells you where you can find these in the magazine. Then it's showing you what's out and about, the colours and the trends there are at the moment. You've got a few pages of what's going on. Then you've got Stitching with Jess. She always gives you a free pattern. Not my cup of tea, but it is some people's. So it's magnolia this week, because at the moment all the magnolias, that is a pretty magnolia. It's all white round here. I don't think there's many. I haven't seen a pinky purple one. But that's, if I was going to have one, that's the one I'd get. Then you have the company Willow fabrics that make up the kits and things if you need the kits. And that's some of the other things that they sell. This is Living with Cross Stitch Room to Eat. Every month they've been doing, I think they're doing it for the whole year. They do a different room. So this is where you have something to eat. Then we have Sweet Summertime, which I like this one. Summer Memories Forever, the Heart with Sunshine. If I bring that up a bit closer, there you go. So you've got all this summer, your deck chairs, your ice creams and lollies, your caravan, your barbecue, little scooters, some flowers if you're going to be doing some gardening, picnic basket, oh, and sunglasses there. So it's everything that you would relate to summer. It's done on 14 count Aida in cream, DMC cotton, 2 gold tapestry needles, size 24 and 26 is used on that one. So you see what the stitch guide is. Size is. It's 180 high. Sorry guys, I keep putting it further down, don't I? It's 180 high by 118 wide. And it's saying if you continued on it, it'd take you about 40 hours to do the lot. And they always give you a list of what you need. And that just tells you why you should subscribe to them. This is Ships Ahoy, a ship in a bottle. That's quite nice. I like the colours. And this is designed by Susan Bates. It's 105 high by 150 wide. And that should take you 46 hours. There you go, guys. This is a cushion or whatever you want it to be actually, but they've done it as a cushion. And it's the right stuff, all about writing. Teacup, your typewriter, your notebooks, pen, paper, scissors, your markers, your fluorescent ones, anything and everything if you want to go back to using a feather and ink. And this is, what size is this one? This is 140 by 140 wide by Emma Compton. And that will only take you 65 hours, guys. There's some little ones for the buttons on there. That is 18 high by 19 wide by Fiona Crunch. Then we have the letter library. As you know, every month they bring you a different alphabet. And this week it looks like vegetables. Oh no, herbs and spices this month. So we've got fennel. I'm glad they put the name there because I wouldn't have had a clue what that was. Some basil. What would that be? What would that be with a cupcake? Don't know. Yeah, chives, cups, nutmeg, rosemary, yellowed mustard. X is for relax and Z is for snoozing. And they got the numbers as well. Then we got In My Hoop. They have a chat then with Liz Dunford. So they just ask all questions to her. Then we have Needles and Notions. And there's tips and tricks and all sorts in there. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Cal. Come on. There you go. And this one is all aboard. Ah, all aboard Noah's Ark clock. It looks like, doesn't it? Wouldn't that be lovely in a kid's bedroom? Sorry, the lighting's not so good today. Only because the sun is shining like hell outside, so it makes it difficult inside. Got some lions and some... Is that hippos? Oh, right, no, rhinos. Elephants, dolphins, giraffes, a cow, some sheep, a goat, some birdies. That is lovely. And it says it is done by Durian Jones, 170 high by 120 wide. And that is a 60 hours project. I got a Durian Jones coupon this morning. I was dead chuffed. 15% off, I think, off her Etsy shop. Then this one is Sending Big Hugs. We've got rabbits, foxes, some bears, oh, and some pussycats intertwining. Oh, I like that. Now that would make a nice little sampler, wouldn't it, with animals on? Somebody that was an animal lover. Or you could make a little blanket or a little bag or something and then cross-stitch something like that and put it on the bag. Or a cushion or something. And what does it say? Yeah, Durian Jones, 55 high by 40 wide, and each one should take you about 6.5 hours. Then we have an interview with Amy Burt, from designer for celebrities to teaching at the RSN, author of new book Stitch. Amy Burt has a wealth of needlework experience behind her. There you go. So if you're interested in reading all about her, that's the interview. That'll do. And then Time for Tea. 1 lump or 2, serving up a sweet collection of china teacups, bowls and pots worked in classic blue and white patterns. So if you like that sort of stuff. And this is by Jane Prunton, 80 high and, can't focus, 57 wide. Then we've got the Mad Hatter's Tea Party again. This is This is following our adventure of Alice Sal in the 2020 with delighted to present a new 3-part scene featuring many favourite things. And I think it's part. Oh, it is part 1. Oh, that's it. So that's your part 1. So you're going to be doing that as your part 1. Yeah. So we have the chart, and it is 120 high by 360 wide. The design is by Amanda Butler, and to do the whole of that will take you 235 hours just to do part 1. So it's not a quickie, folks. It's not going to be a quickie if there's 3 parts and there's 235 hours for that. So you're talking like 700 hours to do. That's going to be the whole picture once it's done. So if you're into Alice in Wonderland for a free pattern, that's really nice. Then we have Pugs and Kisses. Oh, look at the little pug with the little jumper on. So cute. Let's see here. Oh, it's 39 by 49 wide by Maria Daz, and it's 5 hours. Sorry guys, I missed that. This is where they challenge the artists. This one was 3 designs to come up with a nautical card which could be used for your Father's Day. And I out shot again, aren't I? Because I'm too busy looking at it myself. You need to slap Cal and shout at her. So that's the 3 that they designed. Oh, look, a mermaid did go well with my challenge that's going on. So you've got 3 patterns then. So they actually give you each designer has put their pattern in here. So you've got Maria Daz, Jane Prudden and Amanda Butler. And you've got the 3 in there to do. And then here this is Stitcher Spotlight, and this one shows you how to do a rose boat brooch for a National Rose Month. So if you wanted to make a rose, it shows you there how to do it. Too complicated for me. Then you've got your cross stitching fun. And then this is Grimm's Fairy Tale. This is a stitch along for 2021 that this magazine's doing, and it's designed by Amanda Butler and Grimm's Fairy Tale. And we have Cinderella for this month. I'll bring it in a bit closer for you to see. So that's the one that you've got this pattern. So every month you have a different character for Grimm's Tale. And that one should only take you, it says 3 hours to do that one. It's saying 36, oh it's only a small, 36 high by 34 wide, so it is quite a smally one. Then don't worry if you've never stitched before, first time, pick it up, get one of these magazines, and it always shows you in the back how to do things, how to do a stitch, how do you start, where do you start, what's the best way to start. What's fractionals, what's quarter, and on the back they've got, if you added a back stitch, what would it look like? If you had a French knot, what would that look like? So yeah, might be something in there. I always say every week, if you can find one pattern that you like and would use, then these magazines are worth it. So that's what it's showing you going to be next week, is the giraffes. So that's coming out on sale on the 18th of May. And then again, you always have Heritage Crafts on the back. So as I say, this is the June 2021 issue 370. So what do you think? Do you think that's worth the money? Does it say how much it is? $4.99 that one is. I think $6.99 or $5.99 the other one is. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed our Flosstube for this week. Let me know what you think of the things that I've made and done. Let me know what you think of the cross-stitching magazine. If you haven't subscribed, you might think about subscribing, because we'd love to have you on board and love to hear your comments as well, which you can leave down below. All my social media's there for you to, if you want to chat privately or join in some of the groups that we're on. There's also a notification button by the side, like a little bell it is, by a subscribe button. You press that and that lets you know when I go live or when I upload, which is a few times a week. So with that said, take care, look after yourselves. Thank you for stopping by. It's really appreciated. Stay safe, folks. Love you all. Bye.